Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. This will be a pop culture episode. We're going to be talking about Tekashi's snitch on Trippie Redd and more rappers. Also, Robert Pattinson as the new Batman, Kevin Hart drama, COD franchising teams, our favorite Call of Duty. We're also, deeper in the episode, we're going to talk about strange dreams, a funny dream I had, and just some other shit, which we'll just dive into it right now. So, Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Rat.
Yeah.
Snitches get stitches.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he's calling everybody a blood member. Cardi B, Jim Jones, apparently.
Oh, yeah. He was snitched on, like, everyone.
And Trippie Redd. So
yeah, he snitched on Trippie Redd, too.
Where is Bobby Shmurda?
I think he's in jail.
He's still in jail.
He's in jail.
He's a political prisoner.
It's a dead meme. Kind of like these memes. I was kind of confused when I saw Tekashi memes again. I was like, what did he do?
Oh, dude, I love him. Like, I saw one that was like, breaking. Tekashi 6ix9ine reportedly admits that Bill Nye the Science Guy, a.k.a. Young Slim Killer, was a blood member. And, like, I love those memes, dude.
I saw one where it's like, it was like the judge, Tekashi or Hernandez, whatever, you still have blah 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 so many years left on your term or whatever, and he's just like, oh, have you ever heard of SpongeBob SquarePants? He's a member of 9 Trey Blood. Some shit like that.
I didn't think that guy was relevant still, but then he just popped up again. Yeah, I was like, what?
Well, it was because, like, with the case going on, so, like, it just kind of, like,
his court
respurted everything that's been going on. I heard he's going to get out, though. Like,
yeah.
I heard he's going to serve for, like, the rest of the year, and then he's going to get out at the beginning of next year.
Rip.
After,
and didn't he, like, he said he admitted he kidnapped somebody. I don't know. Like, this guy's done a bunch of shit.
Yeah, he said that they did, like, initiations where they do, like, drive-bys. And he also said that they were doing, like, I don't know, I guess Trippie Redd's, like, a part of another gang, like another blood gang.
Like, branch.
Yeah, like a different branch of the blood gangs. Mm-hmm. And I guess they were, like, going at it heavy. I guess, like, one time, Tekashi's manager, his name's Shoddy, they went and they set up Trippie Redd. Trippie Redd was going somewhere to, like, a venue or something, and they knew where he was going. They followed his car for like 45 minutes. Tekashi and them followed Trippie's car for like 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then they watched him get out. Then Tekashi said 2 of his buddies just get out of the car and then just come. He said they go inside for like 5 minutes and they come back running out saying, "We got his ass. We got his ass." And I guess they popped him a few times. Not like shot him, but like punched him a few times and then just ran out and dipped.
There's branches of a blood gang?
I guess.
There's like multiple. So like, as I'm not like into the game.
You're an expert.
I'm not. Yeah,
you're
I'm not,
part of.
You're an
blood.
insider.
No, I know absolutely nothing about gangs. But one thing I do know though is that like, one thing I've heard is that there's like so many branches to like that branch.
Yeah.
And it's not even like designated branches. Like there's 58 branches, and there's they can change the names. It's like
it's just like
I think there was like origins of there was like origins of like blood gangs and then resemble like so I guess like
the branches of government.
There's like OG gangs and then there's like
the legislative, the judicial, and the executive.
I'm just trying to put everything together. There's
Are you saying there's districts of like bloods like?
I get it. I said like.
Who's the president of the blood gang?
It's similar to how so like it's like religion. How there's multiple branches.
Mm.
So there once was like a big amount of bloods in one big gang, and then
they split up.
Yeah, they kind of faded into a bunch of different groups.
Yeah, they started migrating.
Yeah, it was basically like a religion.
So it started. So people like Leonardo da Vinci started the Bloods.
Yeah,
in Europe.
No. Yes, guy.
But I know that the 9 Trey Bloods originated in like prison.
Oh.
Damn. It was like a prison, and they got out.
Just jumped on it.
Yeah, he said he was hopping on it for like protection and like privileges. I guess there's like a lot of celebrities that came up like from the hood are in like low key gangs.
Like Steve Carell.
Just for protection.
Just for protection.
Steve Harvey?
Steve Carell.
Are you just throwing shit out there?
I don't feel Steve Carell could be, but
I think
feel
Steve
like Steve
Carell's the
Harvey's a
nicest
shooter.
person on this earth, and you saying he's part of a gang.
I can see Steve Harvey being a shooter. Imagine him carrying
He
a
could
gat.
be a shooter.
I don't know about that.
Imagine him peeking out the blinds.
I saw there's videos on YouTube that just are live shootouts.
What? On YouTube?
Yeah, there's this one guy. I saw a video on YouTube. It went like viral. This was like a month ago or so. And there was a guy, he was shooting outside and he was sitting there holding a gun. And he said, come at me. I dare y'all, come at me. And so he was just sitting there, standing around outside his yard for like 10 seconds. And then all of a sudden, you see him just sprinting back into his house. And, like, the camera just falls onto the ground, you know, like he was just jumping to cover.
Uh-huh.
And you hear gunshots just poof, 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 just go off.
What?
And then, like, 10 seconds later, you see him grab the camera. And he's like, man, y'all ain't gonna do that to me. And then you hear him just, like, you see him shooting a machine gun just out his window. Just, like shooting.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like they're just having a standoff. Just a gang standoff.
People are crazy.
Just on YouTube.
What the actual
The average
hell?
person like me can just see videos similar to that. on
That sounds
YouTube.
pretty dope, honestly. But
It was
kinda
pretty
scary.
intense. It was intense for me. Like, I was getting an adrenaline rush just watching that dude.
He's
And-
holding a
and-
camera in the middle of a shootout.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
he
Like,
doesn't give a fuck.
he was on. It was on Facebook Live. So like it was a.
Oh, okay.
It was a recorded video of Facebook Live,
Right.
but he was on Facebook Live just having a shootout. So just imagine you're scrolling through Facebook, all of a sudden you see someone just went live on Facebook Live,
Like that one guy.
and you click on it, like the guy, yeah. You just
Yeah.
click on it, and then you just see a video, or you just click on you just click on it, and you just see someone you know just in a live shootout.
That'd
Remember
be
that guy?
wild.
That guy like
That'd be
Facebook
wild.
Live killing.
Oh
people?
yeah, that guy that went on like a
Yeah.
28-hour
Yeah.
spree
Yeah.
Yeah.
or something like that, where he just killed
He's
people.
on Facebook Live and he pulled up some old guy. Just shot him.
Oof.
That's fucked.
That stuff is all fucked, man. People just have no empathy. That stuff's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of fucked people, I guess Kevin Hart's having a pretty fucked year because he fucked up his back, and now his money's getting fucked.
Oh yeah.
He's defenseless in the hospital.
Yeah, he can't fight back at all.
Unless he's a blood and he's got the protection privilege.
Oh.
If you guys haven't heard, Kevin Hart got fucked up, car crash, and then he had a sex tape, apparently a Las Vegas hotel room, and the girl in the sex tape is suing Kevin Hart, and his wife is pissed.
For like $60 million.
$60 million.
Oh my god.
So
He
if
let-
I were him, I would just, I don't know.
He's definitely having it rough right now.
Yeah. I mean, he wanted to let the black hammer loose. What was that movie where he was playing
You
video
talking
games?
about,
It was the
um,
Black
Ride
Hammer.
along.
Ride along.
Ride
Yeah.
along.
Black Hammer, yeah, he let it loose.
Black Hammer.
The Black Hammer.
And it's costing him 60 mil.
Yep.
Damn.
That's a check.
Yeah, it's a check.
Dude.
But like
That's more than a check.
a check
dude.
to me is like
That's a
$20.
bag.
How
A
does
check
that
to use
stuff work?
$4.
How does that stuff work though? So if let's say
I don't
on
know.
like why is it 60 million? Like is it just because he's so rich that it's a higher number?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because, like, what if any of us had a sex tape with a girl and they wanted to sue us? They wouldn't be able to get 60 mil out of
See
us.
exactly.
They
That's
wouldn't
what
be able
that's
to
what
get
I was
50
thinking.
bucks out of me.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
like a percentage of like his like salary or some bullshit he makes.
Definitely. It's got to be. I mean,
Because he makes a shit ton of money. Because
I wonder if like
Nike
the
and
videotape
shit.
was like some hidden camera or if it was like he had his phone out. Because if
Either-
I feel
either
if he I
way.
feel like if he had his phone out though, then she probably would have gave him permission.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or like even if she saw him filming, she in the moment, you know, she could have been like, "Hey, stop."
Yeah.
So like if she saw the camera,
Like, if it's,
I feel like
I mean, If it's not a hidden camera, then she could have said, "Nah, fuck that. I don't want to be recorded." You know.
But if it is,
maybe Kevin Hart's sly with the hidden
check
camera.
it out tonight.
I don't think it's public, but
Yeah,
okay.
It's probably not public.
Probably not public.
Especially if it's in the middle of a legal proceeding. You know.
Case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a serious case.
That's evidence.
That's kind of
Yeah, I wonder about it, though. Just how everything is.
because it's not like an AB rape case. It's a fucking sex tape.
Right. I feel like if the girl saw the camera and knew she was being recorded, she should have said something then.
Yeah.
And then since she didn't, she shouldn't be able to just sue someone.
Sue him for $60 million.
How long ago was that tape? Do you guys know? Like,
No.
was it back in like 2017 or?
You can look it up.
Because I know a lot of those people, they just wait for. So like, it could have happened back in like 2014, you know, and she waited until he blew up.
Yeah.
Once he blew up, then she.
In a sex tape 2 years ago for $60 million.
Yeah, 2017.
2 years ago, so 2017. He was still pretty big back then, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I wonder if she.
the girl said it destroyed her career.
Probably
The
not.
scandal.
See, I wonder how that unraveled. Like, did it get? I wonder if it got leaked and then her career got happened. Because this is 2 years later. I wonder if she filed for it like a year ago or something, and it just now went through.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just don't understand why 2 years later.
Wait a second.
Is she
It's
just now
probably-
finding out about it?
That's probably
Did it
what
just
it
now
was.
get leaked?
I think she just now found about it, and I doubt it ruined her career. She just probably wants a bag, like $60 million in
She
her
wants a
account.
bag.
60 million.
Like I feel like that's what, not all, but a lot of like sexual assault, all that bullshit. I feel like a lot of those cases are just because on at least celebrities, people who have money, or just because people want fast cash.
Yeah, they want settlements.
Like they don't want to have to work. They just want
They were hidden recording devices.
The bank
is what
deposit.
This says.
Hidden? Oof.
He said less man to the hotel so the person could set up hidden recording devices to capture.
Jeez.
Oof. Yeah, that's fucked.
He's getting fucked. Well, and the weird thing is his wife like forgave him, even after because he was in a horrific car crash.
Right.
But then he denied having any knowledge of the recordings.
I don't know how you couldn't. I wonder if it was in like a hotel room or something.
It was.
I wonder how many fucking cameras there were. That's the real
It
question.
just said it was Hart and his friend J.T. Jackson, who was later arrested for extortion.
Oh shit.
oh my.
He might be fucked.
He's for sure
He
fucked.
might be fucked, dude. Damn.
Hidden cameras.
Hey, he's still a funny guy. I'll still watch him.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's funny, but damn, he got
Hidden
hit with
cameras, though.
Hidden
I feel
cameras.
like Kevin Hart, he seems like he's an attractive dude. He's funny.
Yeah.
Every girl likes a funny guy. Surely he could have probably just asked.
Yeah, he definitely could have,
Yeah, he could have, but,
Maybe he did, and she said no.
he didn't care.
He didn't give a fuck. Yeah,
He had the
didn't
money
care.
to set up the hidden camera. So he's
Probably
like,
on top of the world.
Shut it up.
If you're that famous, though, like, why do you need a sex tape, dude?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It said something about...
You're probably having sex. I mean, he had a wife at the time too. He cheated on. So
I wonder if it was just like one mistress or if there was multiple. I know a
Why
lot of
would you
those
want a
celebrities.
It
sex
says
tape
she said that
with
Hart was motivated by
someone you're
publicity.
cheating with?
That's what I'm wondering. And I'm also wondering why,
You're
if you're
on
that
tape?
famous, I know, especially all the rappers, they always talk about just having sex with so many women. Like I knew Blueface said he had sex with like 2,000 women in 6 months, 1,000 women in 6 months.
Yeah, I saw that.
Something crazy like that. So I figured if he's having sex that much, like with all the women that are available,
why even have a wife?
Yeah, and why even have one video with one girl?
That's true too. Like, wouldn't there be multiple, or at least none,
Right, like-
or none at all?
Right. Like, I'm sure he could literally just look at any one of his however many millions of followers he has on Instagram DM one of the girls and just be like, "Hey, let's hang out."
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, 95% or 90% of the women
money
would be
talks.
The
dude.
girl
Hey.
said that he was motivated by publicity for his upcoming comedy tour. Is what she said.
He does. Who is this lady, anyways?
His wife or
Montia
the girl?
Sabag.
I have no idea who that is. Is she like she sounds
probably an
Bag.
Instagram.
She
model.
she sounds
Bag.
European. She sounds like she does fashion.
It sounds like she wants
I
a
think
bag.
she's an Instagram model. I could be wrong. She might just
That
be a
does
model.
sound like that.
Sounds
But
like her first name should be Want. She wants a bag.
She does want some back. That's probably what happened. Money can do a lot of things.
Money
Robert
talks.
Kraft. I mean,
Yeah.
the more
Just
money you
saying.
have, the more I don't know.
shit you
The
can get
more-
away with, in my
yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If
For
you have a
real.
bunch of money, you can do whatever the hell you want. Like, look at Dan Bilzerian. He's doing whatever the fuck he wants.
Doesn't he
Living
own a
life.
tank?
Yeah, he
He
literally
owns
owns
a
a
tank.
Owns a
tank.
fucking
Think
tank.
about owning a tank.
Like,
We should
you
have
know,
a
Yeah,
tank.
technically we should have a tank.
We should
Yeah.
definitely have a tank. We
Shout
were
out.
promised a tank and never got it. In our graduation party thing, they were doing giveaways.
Calling out
And-
PHS.
Me and Sky put all our tickets on. It was like not a
The
mystery
Alex
bag,
Barnes.
but we got a
football.
signed football, a little cooler, some lawn chairs, and it
A
said that there was
Pitt
also
State
a Pitt State
tank.
Tank. They just said tank. They didn't say tank top.
They didn't say
They
tank
said
top.
tank.
Yeah.
So I got mad because I was like, "Wait a second, we're getting a tank." The girl looked at me like, "What the fuck are you
Yeah,
talking
we were
about?"
like,
I was
"We're
like,
getting a tank?"
"A
We were
PSU tank." You said tank. I want a fucking tank. We want the
Yeah.
tank.
Like we were hype. We're like, yeah, everybody slept on the tank. We got a tank. And they're just like, what?
Well, at that
It's
point,
just a Pitt State tank top.
at that
And we're
point,
just
we
like,
What?
where's
my tank?
At that point, we've been sitting there for like 3 hours, and I was just
Right.
delirious. I was.
We were
Right,
sleep
it's-
deprived.
Right,
in the
it's a
morning.
silent auction, so like you just kind of put in you kind of
Yeah.
write in your price, you know.
Plus
You
that
pay your
was
tickets.
Yeah, you put your
Exactly.
tickets-
So like
Yeah.
if your prize is at the very end of all those prizes, you have to wait that entire time.
It was
so you
the-
guys waited that entire time just for a tank top?
Yeah, and a signed football from Alex Barnes. He got cut.
He got other shit. Caleb got other shit too. But like literally, we were just staying there to pass time, and like it was the night. It was the night after the huge party.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
the night before we went to Florida.
The huge
Right.
So we were
party.
just like we
The
were like
party.
happy as fuck the whole time. We
The
just
party
didn't give
was-
a
It was
fuck.
crazy
The party
lit.
was fucking dope.
It was the best party ever.
for
It
real.
was the best party ever.
It was like some
three-
Project X
We
shit.
had 3 boxing matches.
If we had a pool,
We had a fight night.
if we
That
had a
was
pool,
lit.
people would be jumping off the patio for sure.
Oh,
people
yeah.
would be going crazy.
Oh yeah.
The patio,
The patio
would've
would've- yeah,
tumbling
it would've
down.
came
Patio would've
down.
came down.
People
For
under
sure
it
would've
gotten
came down.
crushed.
That would not have been good.
That bitch is gonna be replaced soon.
The boxing matches,
The boxing matches really had me dead though.
the stolen beer,
yeah, the
This is the next day at graduation.
Yeah, I had a guy steal some like I had like a 30 pack just hidden in the back closet, like under a blanket, just hidden away. Obviously, like it's hidden, so like why would you
Obviously,
take
you're
it?
not supposed to get into it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So I'm just hanging out the entire night. Come to find out, like 2 hours later, like I go grab a beer and like I see that there's like 10 less beers.
Just
I'm,
instantly.
I'm like, what the hell? Like people are grabbing my shit, you know?
Yeah, this shit was hidden away.
Come to find out, Neef was snatching my beers, and that's what was getting him
One of
fucked
the
up the entire-
nerdiest guys.
One of
at
the
our
nerdiest
school.
guys, smartest kids you'll ever know. Like I'll ever know. Like he's just so smart. He thinks he knows everything, and he could have
He
never done
parties.
anything wrong.
He never
Yeah,
parties.
Never could have done anything wrong
He just
ever in
went
his life.
all out
and yeah,
this
this
night.
one night right before we
Damn.
graduated,
He went
just
dummy.
went all out. Well,
the next morning.
The next morning
I
we
was
graduated.
I was pretty livid, you know, like, bro, you gotta give me back, you know, like I was sitting there
Right.
thinking that. Well, next day at graduation, we're all sitting there lining up, and he's in the bathroom the entire time, puking his guts out.
Yeah.
Like he literally
Does
looks like a
not look
walking
good.
zombie. Yeah. He literally looks like a walking zombie. So I'm just like, you know what, Neef? You good. You got your payback. You know, you had your fun night and you got your payback. And his mom was all in his ass too.
Oh, his mom was pissed. His dad was probably pissed. I mean, it was hilarious though. Like we had such a good time.
It was awesome. Didn't Marco bring a bottle of champagne?
Yeah, he brought a bottle of champagne. He also brought Chase brought a huge cooler. He said, "Take what you want." I remember that. Caleb Stradley.
Caleb Stradley slid.
Caleb Stradley.
Didn't he get a cooler of water poured out?
He boxed AJ. So at this point, he was like he could barely hold himself up, like barely walk. Like he couldn't run 20 feet straight. You know, like he would have fallen down before then. And so they were boxing. AJ was just knocking him around, you know. He just kept dropping him. So at that point, we're just like, all right, it's over. Stradley was just sitting there laying in the grass. And then here comes like two people just come running with the cooler over their head.
I think it was Marco and Johnson.
Yeah, they just come and they just pour it on him. And it was filled with like ice and
water and just nasty shit.
Yeah, just nasty shit. And just dumped it all over. And
just passed
he got soaked and he just started rolling around in the grass.
Like, what the fuck,
dude?
Dude, he had to stay the night here.
That's right.
He stayed the night here?
He stayed the night here.
Yeah, and his mom, he said he woke up the next day and he had like
30
6
missed calls.
Yeah, he had like
30 missed calls.
30 missed calls all from his mom, and like people were blowing up. Blowing him up.
And David slept on that floor right in there, and he threw up, and he slept in his throw up. It was so gross. I woke up and I was like, "What, David?" And he's just like, So that was one of the best nights ever, though.
It was a fun ass night.
And then the next day we graduated, and then after that we went to Florida.
Florida
was so fun.
Cocoa Beach.
That was so fun. Yeah, but we met Silvio.
Well, we met
Silvio De Sousa,
we met Jimmy Dillard.
Jimmy Dillard.
You guys didn't meet him.
No, we did.
We met him.
We rolled down the window.
Wait a second. You guys shook hands with him?
Yes, we rolled down the window, and he rolled down his window and shook hands. And before he went away, he said, "Respect the pouch."
He tossed a Capri Sun in the window. He hit a God shot on the freeway.
You guys don't know.
He said, "Respect the pouch."
Jimmy Dillard's a professional fisherman.
Sponsored by
Capri Sun.
And we met him.
We had to merge lanes on a highway because they were doing road work or something.
Caleb was not trying to let him in.
I didn't let this one truck in, and that almost fucked us over. But when I saw the Capri Sun truck rolling up with the boat on the back and the Capri Sun boat, I was like, dude, this guy's the real deal.
He is the
I was like, somebody look up what
pro.
fisherman is sponsored by Capri Sun. They looked it up. It was Jimmy Dillard. So I was like, dude, Jimmy Dillard, what a baller. Let's let him pass. Let him in. So we let him in front of us. He rolled down the window whenever we got back on the 2-lane road. We shook hands. He's like, I'm Jimmy Dillard.
You want some
he tossed the Capri Sun over. We caught it.
Just a case of them.
He had a case of them. Like, he's got to carry
it was infused with Miller Lite.
Probably.
Capri Sun.
You also
alcohol.
had that lunatic 18-wheeler driver that
God.
almost veered into your lane.
All the crazy shit happened when I was driving. Like, okay, we stopped at like a McDonald's or something, and I was trying to get back on the highway, and I was just driving real slow across the highway, and I was like, I looked both ways, and I was like, wait, this is a fucking highway. Thank God there was no cars coming. Cause
he was going like 10 miles per hour across to get to the median.
I thought it was just like a small little road,
gosh,
before you went back to the highway. And next thing you know, I'm just fucking creeping across the highway.
And I was like his directions guy, so I was sitting up front with him, and he just looked both ways, and he's like, this is a fucking highway.
And then another time, we were trying to pass this semi, and like it kept hugging our lane.
Yeah, it kept hugging our
lane. It just kept swerving into our lane. I was like, "Holy fuck!" I was about to hit like the middle concrete medians,
Oof.
And I just speed past him. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I gassed. I'm going like 100 just to get past this dude.
we both look over as we're passing him, and he's up in his
visor.
His visor, messing with his visor.
Like, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, a semi driver should be paying attention to the road. You know, you could fuck anybody up, but he's just fucking around.
One hand on the wheel, one hand in the visor.
I see too many stories of like truck drivers getting pulled over for DUIs.
That could have been
it. I hate that stuff, man. Especially when you're driving that big of a vehicle.
Oh my
That
gosh, you
is
could
destructive.
kill anybody. Just
Exactly.
Like that.
You shouldn't be drinking. You should have your eyes peeled on the road. I know you're
Like, that's your
driving
job.
long hours,
Do
but
you
you're
drink
getting
on the job?
you're getting paid good money
Yeah.
to drive around the country. So
And make deliveries. It's
your
simple
job.
work, but you're not supposed to drink on the job at any job.
it's boring ass work, and I get that. Like
it.
especially if you're
I get
sitting
it
there
too.
like 8 hours,
But they don't understand the risk. Like, their lives are perfectly fine. They're probably not going to get fucked up.
Yeah.
But whoever's the victim in that case, they're probably going to get
They're gonna
seriously
get-
injured or die.
yeah, they're probably gonna
And
die.
then the truck driver gets messed up with
Yeah.
the lawsuit,
Not just that, the fucking PTSD.
the PTSD and the lawsuit.
But we flew down to Florida, and it was pretty fun. We met Silvio, and then
Oh, yeah.
we got there, and you guys were there, and
The Wendy's didn't have a 4 for $4 in the airport.
the Wendy's didn't have 4 for $4 in the airport. We were like,
Fuck 'em.
whoa, is this like a
So I
regional?
had to pay like $8 for a combo. That could have
Yeah.
been 2 for 4
Damn.
for $4s, bro.
Airports are like terrible with like food pricing. Though.
Fuck them.
Yeah, and
hate-
Florida as well.
I think the best part of that was the frisbee. Frisbee golf.
Oh, ultimate frisbee on the
frisbee,
beach.
Yeah, on the beach.
That was just a good
Ultimate
vibe. Like we
frisbee on
were
the
just
beach.
having a competitive
Yeah, that was
game.
fun.
Nobody was
That
really
was really
fun. Everybody
fun.
was just laughing at us. We were just having a great time. But then David fucked his shit up.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he kept diving on the wet
Wet
sand,
sand.
which was all packed. and
Yeah.
stuff.
it would
be Looks like soft in the concrete.
water.
Yeah.
Where there's more shells.
What, dude? No.
And it went like
Yeah,
maybe
the
6
shells.
inches in the water. So it wasn't even in the water.
He like dove like
Yeah, he was diving in that packed sand.
110%. Just went out for one dive and just crushed, just like concrete, just scraped. His body was scraped.
My mom had to go get
Back
medical
his legs.
supplies
Yeah.
just for David. Like, just for David. And I think Caleb had something, but like,
I think I had aloe. I think
Yeah.
that's about it.
that was just a sunburn, though. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, David got fucked up on the
Zach-
trip.
Zach
His
got the
body got
couch.
mangled.
You got the couch on that trip, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
And
I'm
then
the
Caleb-
biggest fucking dude in our squad.
The couch was
Honestly,
big.
the couch was nice.
big.
You know why you got the couch, Bandit.
Dude.
Bandit.
You too.
You too, buddy.
He had a
Bandit.
bed. He was in a
I got a
bed,
bed.
though.
Oh,
you
yeah, he was
did?
in a
So
bed.
I
No,
got-
no, but that's because Dan traded spots with him. He was supposed to have the air mattress.
Air
Yeah,
mattress.
because
Yeah,
Dan didn't
I
sleep
took
with
the
Noah,
air
the two
mattress.
biggest
Yeah,
dudes.
I
I
liked
slept
the
with
air
the
Yeah,
mattress.
air mattresses are fire, dude.
Yeah, they
they're,
are.
they're
I could not sleep in those
slept
beds
on.
for some reason.
Well, at Caballo, everybody else decided that the Bandits deserve the couch and the air mattress.
But so they're like,
Let's not bring
I don't
that
know.
up.
Out of all of our friend groups, there's like
Hayden got the best deal.
there's
Hayden
there's
did get
like
the best
10
deal.
of us. There was like 9 of us.
9
that
of
went
us
on
in
the trip.
in a 4-bedroom house.
And I'd say there's 3 of us that went on that trip that stood over 6 feet tall. Me,
Yeah.
Noah, and Dan.
Yeah.
Yep.
4,
Who?
Skylar.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
You're
Anyway,
like 5. You're like
so there
5'3".
was 6 people that were under 6 foot,
I'm telling PJ.
and
You're not. You're the same
somehow,
height.
some way, yes, the couch would have been nice and cozy and huge for you Littletons, but for me, with my big ass self,
You said you enjoyed
the couch,
it.
yeah, it was comfy, but I spread all out, dude.
Me,
And like I'm a big dude, so I don't like little spaces, especially like the couches. You know how part of it comes up like where you'd put your back.
But honestly,
So I
dude,
couldn't
the
spread-
beds were overrated. Like I slept on it
were.
the first night, and it was like if you slept on a hill, it was like this. So like the bed
It's
curled,
funny though,
it curled, so your head would be like this, and your back would just be like that.
Oh,
because
No,
me and
it wasn't
David,
fun.
2 of the smallest dudes, just got to share the bed.
so maybe I clutched
You
clutched
really
out.
because
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
to take the air mattress because I was like I have to.
the air mattress.
That was
air
the best
mattresses are
move.
fire.
That was the
Yeah,
best move
They're
for me.
fire, except for when you wake up in the morning and it's flat.
Well, what else did
Yeah.
we do? We went golfing.
We went to
mini
we went to
golfing.
Universal.
We went to Universal after our first night. It was kind of
We
crazy.
went to Universal. It's dope. I like the Simpsons
Universal
ride.
was dope. The Simpsons ride was
That
probably
was
my favorite.
fun.
I like the Transformers.
I felt like all the rides just raped my ears.
No, okay,
That
no,
was
that
Fast
was
and
only
the
Fast
Furious.
and
That was
Furious.
Fast and Furious. That raped my ears. My ears are still ringing.
The
from
only thing
Fast
I
and
knew was that
Furious,
we
dude.
were a family. I knew
We're a
nothing
family,
else.
and then my ears got blown.
Yeah. It was
They
like
kept
so
saying that.
anticlimactic. Like we were in there for probably
There was
45 minutes to an hour waiting in line.
There was like 4 waiting rooms.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
like,
because-
after every waiting room, we thought we were about to go on the ride.
yeah,
we were like,
It was just
yeah.
another walkway
That's
to another
right.
waiting room.
Did we go on the Mummy?
I did.
I did. Yeah.
I went. I love the Mummy.
I went on,
That's
I
one
went
of
on the
my
Mummy
favorite.
with you and somebody else.
I think Caleb.
Did
Did
you
I
get
think
a-
David did?
Did you
David
get a
and
shoot
Caleb,
in that
maybe.
one? You got a shoot, right?
No, you didn't shoot.
No.
Or was that Men in Black?
It was-
That was Men in Black.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The Mummy was the one inside, but there's fire.
The roller coaster and like you go
There's
back.
fire.
Yeah,
Fire.
that was me, you,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
David. I think
The
The Mummy's
Simpsons was
one of
my
my
favorite.
favorite.
The
Simpsons was really
my
dope.
favorite,
Simpsons one
though.
was, yeah.
the first one I did was the Shrek one.
Oh
So
yeah,
that was,
we,
like, the
we all
first
did the
one at the
Shrek one.
entrance.
And I was like,
Oh,
why are we
yeah,
doing
the
the Shrek
Shrek.
one? And we waited so long just to sit down and just watch a movie.
The Simpsons one kind of
Yeah.
hurt my eyes because like that was my first time ever doing a ride
Oh,
like
really?
that, and like my eye, like I don't know, something about the screen, it was kind of fucking with my eyes, but like, and then the ride started taking over, and I was like, oh shit.
Maybe you
It
actually
was
are
wild.
going blind, dude, from side to side vision. No,
Maybe.
no, not like you moving your eyes from side to side.
like peripheral? Is that
Yeah,
what you're
like
saying?
so, like if you're staring straight, like if you're looking me straight in the eyes and you see things like coming at a fast speed in your peripherals, you might not be able to see them. And if you can't, that could be a chance you're going blind.
Oh shit, I'm going blind. I cannot see Skylar right now or PJ.
Well, see,
What?
then you probably have serious problems because they're sitting still.
I got tunnel vision.
Well, anyways, we had a fun time in Florida. We went mini golfing. That was really fun, I thought.
Mini
But we
golfing.
just
It
kind of
was
fucked
fun, but
around.
then after like 10 holes, we were all just like,
Yeah.
we started going our own thing.
We didn't
doing our
even
own
keep
thing.
score. Everybody got hole in ones.
We watched scary movies. It was just one of the best trips we've ever had.
Played
I
Fortnite.
caught
Fortnite.
2 dubs.
Yeah, he
in
caught 2
Fortnite.
dubs in Fortnite.
On the big screen.
Yeah, the
no
big
scuff,
screen.
no headset.
Yeah,
Just
Music.
balling, dude.
It
I
was
mean, they
fun.
weren't great dubs. I got maybe 4 kills.
doubt it.
Maybe.
Probably
Maybe.
like 2, probably 2 max.
Nah, I think I had 4.
Bro, that screen was so laggy and delayed.
So laggy.
It was
like,
bad.
Coming from a monitor to the screen, it was like, oh god.
Yeah,
We should get-
a 0.1 millisecond response time.
We should get
It's
a
only like
Cali
10
this summer,
seconds.
bro.
And do
Cali.
what?
I don't know. Cali's dope.
Bull.
I want to go
Boo and
somewhere.
Cali.
I mean, I want to go somewhere too.
I want to go somewhere new. I don't really want to go to Florida again.
Let's go to New
TBH.
York.
Fuck New York.
New York's like. Let's go Cali.
I'm going to Denver here
Let's go to
next
Cuba.
week.
Oh, you are going to Denver next week.
I've never
Did you
been
say
there.
Cuba?
Yeah,
Let's
let's go
go.
to Cuba.
I'm never going to Cuba, dude.
Let's go to Puerto Rico.
No, let's go to Australia.
I'm not trying to die, dude.
Let's go to Australia.
Australia sounds
I'm
dope.
not trying to get
Australia's
my
too
arm bit
far.
off
What?
by a crocodile.
What?
Australia's far away, bro.
Oh, crocodile.
Cuba's not.
Cuba's like
Rico's-
right next to Florida, bro.
Australia's like right next to California.
No.
Well, we got kind of off topic, but it's fine. Let's talk about the new Batman. Robert Pattinson is the new Batman.
That's
The
the dude that
the
plays-
Twilight
yeah,
guy,
the Twilight guy.
the vampire off Twilight's the new Batman.
Wait, really?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, did you not know that? The
I did
Twilight
not.
guy.
That's odd.
It is odd,
I mean, I guess he's another.
but he's
Bat.
he's older now.
He's just a different bat.
Ben
just-
Ben Affleck was a good Batman.
I
I
thought
just-
so too.
I just feel that once an actor takes a role so big, like Twilight was huge, you know?
yeah.
So once you see him as Edward for 5 movies just in a row, you
You're
know,
just
on a
like, oh,
huge
he's the
saga.
vampire guy.
Yeah, you can't see him anything
You
other.
can't
Just
unsee
like
that,
after
yeah.
seeing Michael Scott, Steve Carell, the way he is,
Michael Scott for 9.
I can't
8
see him
seasons.
anything different. Like if he tried playing a serious role,
Yeah.
I could not take him serious
He's trying
whatsoever.
to now, yeah. He's trying to do serious roles now, and it's like it's hard because you're like, am I supposed to laugh? And then he's like crying, and you're just like, oh, this shit's real.
Yeah,
Right.
him as Michael Scott, and then him as like Brick off of Anchorman.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
hilarious.
Right, just
characters.
like he plays like an
Goofy ass
idiot.
roles.
Yeah, but it just seems like Batman now is kind of becoming like a Spider-Man thing. They need a new one every 2 years or every year
Yeah.
because Tom Holland's off now. Sony took back the rights to Spider-Man, so now Tom Holland's done with Spider-Man
Wait, so
That
why is he
sucks.
done with Spider-Man
What?
just
because
because
it's Sony.
Why does
He
he
was the
like
best
Sony
Spider-Man.
Sony has the rights to Spider-Man.
So
Well,
why'd
they
drop
they
Tom?
allowed him to do like the Avengers movies and have 2 movies because I think they had a contract with that.
Yeah.
But then they just pulled it and said, okay, well, your contract's done. We're taking the rights back. And then then Marvel was like, okay, dude, what the fuck? And everybody's outraged right now because like Tom Holland was a
Tom
good
Holland
Spider-Man.
was the best Spider-Man.
Tom Holland was the best Peter Parker and Spider-Man combo. We haven't had a good
Yeah.
Peter Parker and Spider-Man combo like fucking Maguire or whatever. Tobey Maguire was like an old Peter Parker. You're like, okay, he's an all right Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield was too cool to be Peter Parker. He's a
Yeah.
fucking skater boy. See you later, boy, type shit.
Yeah.
But he was a cool Spider-Man. But Tom Holland was that perfect. Oh, I'm a kid and I'm gonna have a high voice. I'm in high
Right,
school.
high school,
I'm Peter. I'm a nerd.
Right.
But I'm fucking Spider-Man. Like, and then
Yeah.
you're just like, oh shit, that's cool.
That's
Right.
Spider-Man.
And
the
Sony
perfect
said,
balance.
nope. Sony just took it, and people are outraged.
I mean, if anything, Sony's losing this fight because, like you said, Tom Holland is definitely the best Spider-Man Peter Parker.
I think so too.
And
So
he's
are they
young,
just
too, so, like,
are they
he's
just
got-
not
he's
going to
got
do another
time,
movie
too.
on it?
No, they're probably going to do another movie, but
Or
it's going to
they're
be
just gonna-
Sony.
So they're just going to be
Spider-Man.
casting
Different actor,
whoever.
different
So it's gonna
everything, different
suck.
production.
Oh wow.
So people are probably just going to boycott that movie if it comes out because Tom
Wait.
Holland was
Oh,
just
wow.
so good.
Why doesn't Marvel just start their own little thing called Man Spider? It's Tom
You're
Holland
right.
and everybody else.
It's a backward spider.
Patent pending Spider or Marvel. You guys cannot take that idea from me without
That's patented.
$5,000. That's nothing to
That's
you guys.
patented.
Man Spider.
$5,000.
Same cast as everything.
And we get to meet Tom Holland.
Yes, we get to meet Tom Holland. You fly us out to Hollywood, wherever.
Man,
$50
Spider.
million dollars.
Yeah,
million,
we want
$5,000.
millions.
We want the
Someone could just
story.
give you
We
the
want everything.
5,000, dude. You got to ask for like $5 million,
All right, 1 million.
No.
I don't want to
Five.
ask too much.
10 mil.
dude.
What?
Man Spider, bro.
5.
Listen, I want Tom Holland to be Spider-Man too. If they like the Man Spider idea, they'll pay a
They'll
little.
pay 10 mil.
They'll pay a little
10
money.
mil.
But if we keep asking them too much, they'll just be like, "Fuck it, let's just you know what? Let Sony have it." Or they'll just come up with some other bullshit.
No, I think they'd pay the 10 mil if they really like
Spider Dude,
Well, I think Sony also
Take that.
owns
Patent pending.
Spider Dude, patent pending. Spider Guy, patent pending.
Spider.
Guy Spider, Dude Spider. All of these patent pending.
They're all patented. But
Copyright reserved.
Sony hasn't done a bad job because they did Deadpool. Deadpool's really
Yeah.
good, but like, I feel like Tom Holland was just really good at Spider-Man. I don't think you can take that from him.
Definitely.
But Robert Pattinson is the new Batman. I'm interested to see, but like, I'm not like having my hopes too high. But I'm having my hopes high for the new Joker
I
movie.
liked Christian Bale as Batman.
Yeah.
Christian Bale as Batman was pretty good. I think I don't know who the best Batman was though. Like,
I think Christian Bale fit the
Like
Bruce
live
Wayne
action.
billionaire
Yeah.
persona.
yeah, but he was also really short. But he got big, I guess. He was
Yeah.
really skinny before, but he got big. But I mean, I don't know. I don't see Michael Keaton as a good Batman because he was really short. He was like 5'9".
We need The Rock to play Batman.
Yeah, you need some
Just a big ass dude.
Where were the other drugs going?
Just screaming every time.
Can you smell what the bat is cooking?
Yeah, but pretty excited about that. And what's our next topic?
I think we should talk about dreams.
Oh yeah, no. Our next topic's COD.
Call
COD
of
teams,
Duty.
COD teams.
franchising teams. If you want to talk about that,
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
we can go through it pretty fast here.
Yeah, let's do
We're
it.
getting
It'll be quick.
So COD has new franchising teams in cities. Is that right? And it's
Yeah,
like Seattle,
Minnesota,
LA.
LA, New York.
I mean, I'm not really educated on that topic, so that's more of your guys' thing. And all I know is LA has a pretty good team.
LA
Doesn't Seattle have an okay team?
Chicago has a fire
and
team.
Atlanta,
Atlanta
are
have
the
a-
best
yeah.
teams. But there's like 2 LA teams, aren't there?
There's
Yeah, there's LA.
All right. So LA Optic has TJ and Dashy that were on the last final hurrah of the OG Optic. They
Fuck
also got
them.
Slasher and Kenny, 2 young guns from 100 Thieves. And then it says that they're not 100% sure on the 5th, but people are saying it's JCap.
J-Cap
And you
is
guys say
washed
it's
up.
J-Cap's a
trash.
joke.
Yes.
JCap's where they fall off. The JCap is outdated.
I get he has his championships. I get he's been to a lot of finals, but it's just like any other person at the end point of your career.
Yeah.
He's like Carmelo Anthony right now.
Yeah.
Like he just needs to learn, like retire.
Retired. Done.
Just retired.
Vince Carter.
You had a good
Right.
I mean,
like-
but Vince Carter's getting
Yeah,
that
like you
check.
had a good run. You're at this point, you're just ruining your reputation by
Right.
staying in and just pulling it out too thin. Like just-
Yeah.
Carmelo
Yeah.
Anthony type deal.
And all these young guns are coming up trying to make a name for themselves, and you're still taking that
Right,
roster
like Simp.
spot, you know.
Simp literally came on the second tournament of the year, and they picked
Yeah.
him up once they dropped J-Cap,
Mm-hmm.
and he came up
turned
at
off.
yeah.
He turned up.
I knew that he
went
he
off.
just turned 18. Like they were waiting for him to turn
Yeah,
18
yeah,
so
yeah.
he could participate in tournaments.
Yeah,
And
he's
then
a
once he
god.
turned 18, yeah, he just carried all of esports. Like he's the best player of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's insane. Like,
An
he's one of my
18-year-old.
favorite players.
He's on the Atlanta team, right, this year? Simp.
He's on the Atlanta team.
Is it where they're from?
No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just where they
I think
signed
it's
at.
just and I
Where they
think it's the locations of the franchise are just where teams or bidders are willing to put in money for
Yeah.
that organization.
Oh,
So,
so
like
owners
yeah,
and shit.
so
Okay.
so it's literally just like the NFL. It's
Yeah.
it's getting to become just like the NFL, just like the NBA, just like the MLB, NHL. All
So
that
it's actually
stuff.
becoming like a big organization now.
Yes.
That's
So, like,
really cool.
Yeah, I like it. So like instead of there used to be just like 5-man rosters, and then you'd have one substitute, and then that'd be it, and then you'd have a coach, and then that's it.
Jeez.
Now
But
they
now
have
they
like
have
7 to 10 man.
Yeah,
What
they
they're
have like
trying to get.
10-man rosters. You have a minimum contract
Like
of
$50,000 a
Oh,
year.
wow.
So like if you're a
Yeah.
bench player, you're getting paid $50K a year. Not even including like your endorsements, your streaming.
Your YouTube
Yeah.
streaming.
Self-promoting.
See, that's
all
what
that
I was
other
talking
stuff.
about yesterday. We were just talking. I was talking to my grandma. We were like, she's like, this new streamer Ninja. Yeah, I was like, Ninja? And he's like, yeah, he makes like $1 million a month. And I'm like, you know why? And she's like, no. He gets streaming. He gets paid by his streaming company. He gets paid by donators who donate to his page,
Yeah.
subs. He gets paid by his merch. He gets paid by his sponsors. They get paid from multiple angles
Yeah.
that we just don't probably even know about.
There's so
it's
many-
crazy.
It's like when you look at music nowadays, there's so many perspectives as to where they make their money from. So like back like what we were talking about last week with Post Malone, making 500K units, there was like he had like so each song you could sell on iTunes, for like $1.29.
Yeah.
Well, let's say 1 million people buy that one song. That's over
There
$1
you go.
million
Yeah.
just on that one song, just
One
from
song.
one platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's-
iTunes probably gets like a small percentage, but yeah, over $1 million.
And I know that they sell albums for like $15-$16, and that's what those units are for.
That's
so
what
like
the units are
multiply,
for.
yeah. So like multiply that 500,000
By the
by
$16.
$15-$16
Yeah.
for that, and that's what they're around making, and that is
that is insane.
crazy amount.
And that's
of
not
money.
even talking about streams per day, streams per month, other shit
no
too.
YouTube continuous stream,
Yeah,
like,
YouTube,
all
anything.
Of that stuff.
It's crazy how many outlets you can get paid by right now.
Yeah.
It's insane. But I mean,
So-
esports is going to be the next thing, I think.
So like
Definitely.
Post Malone on his album that he just dropped, in that first week he made $8.8 million off that album.
just think about that shit.
On the
8.8
first week.
First week.
0.8.
Yep.
Then I think about Lil Nas. Like, think about that guy. Just one song.
Yeah, just
And
Didn't he get
remixed,
diamond?
8
Yeah.
times.
yeah.
It's insane. Like how much money that kid's our age.
Yeah,
He's
no-
our age, and he's
Yeah.
making millions.
Yeah.
Think about
That's
that off
crazy.
one song,
Yeah, just one song just changed his
and it
entire
was a
life.
country rap song. That's
A
why
country
everybody
rap.
loved it.
He bought a what's his face?
Billy Ray Cyrus.
A
He bought him.
Mozzie.
Yeah, he bought him a Maserati, dude. That's how rich he is.
He doesn't
Holy
care.
Fuck.
He's rich enough to buy one of his buddies a Maserati. Like, not
Just
even
'cause.
close.
Buy
Yeah,
me a
just 'cause.
Maserati.
Yeah. What the hell?
I mean, yeah.
People also forget, like, once you buy all those cars, the insurance that comes
Insurance is huge.
Yeah, think
Oh,
about the
especially
so
exotic
like
cars like that.
like let's say I have 10 cars. I drive 3 regularly. 7 of them I barely drive. I'm still paying insurance on those each month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have like one car. If I get like really rich, it's gonna be like maybe
I'll have 2.
probably a nice one,
Probably
maybe
two.
two.
Or I could just like you just buy the fucking car and just like if you want to drive it, just drive it illegally because you have the money, obviously. And just don't pay the insurance.
Isn't that like a crime, though?
That is a
Isn't that a
crime.
crime?
So, like, what you
And
could
if you're
do...
rich, they're gonna take your money.
No, it's not necessarily a crime.
You're
Well,
doing-
okay, yeah,
it is a
you'd get a
crime.
ticket.
Crime.
It
You'd
is
get
a
a ticket,
crime.
but it'd be like $200.
Well, a
No
ticket is
insurance on
for a
vehicle?
crime.
And if you bought insurance for that 1 month, they'd just negate the...
If you're speeding, you're a criminal.
Yeah.
I'm a criminal every day.
Facts.
Anyways,
Not me.
this COD team. What's your guys' favorite Call of Duty? And I mean overall campaign, multiplayer,
Overall, ever.
anything like every aspect
Modern
of the
50.
game. Really?
MW2.
Okay.
BO1.
Or BO1. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
I have to agree with him.
It's
MW2
Really?
or BO1. Yes.
I'm actually okay.
Just because when you look at Black Ops 1, the campaign, that
campaign's
was,
the best
that was back when the
campaign
campaigns
was
were at their
so
prime. You know, that's when everyone
good.
played the game. They'd play the campaign before they'd play multiplayer. You know, but
Was
now it's like
BO4 before? I mean, was it the only thing? World at War and then BO4? Is that what it
BO1.
was?
Yeah, it was like
BO1?
it was
Sorry,
World.
not
It was World or it was Call of Duty 4 is what it was called. World Modern
Call of Duty
Warfare.
Modern
Warfare.
Warfare.
Call of
Call of
Duty
Duty 4
Warfare.
Modern Warfare.
That's what I'm saying. Call of Duty 4, and
Modern
then it
Warfare.
went Black
I thought you
Ops
said World War
1.
Oh
Yeah, yeah,
shit! So the campaigns
So-
were new.
So yeah, like this was all. I know it went Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty just 3, and then
COD 3.
there was no multiplayer on that. Then COD 4 came out. That was the first one that had like zombies, and it also had multiplayer that
Yeah.
came out.
That's
and that-
World at War.
Right. So this was back when
World
like
at War was
that's when
fire.
everyone
That
was.
one was
This was
fire.
back when like everyone was playing the Call of Duties just for the
Everybody.
campaign. You know.
Yeah, dude.
It
So-
used to just be a campaign.
So the
game.
campaign on Black Ops 1 was fire. Then you went to zombies. That was back when zombies was in its prime. You know, like
It was a new concept. too.
right.
New
So everyone
concept,
loved it. You know.
perks and everything.
So
wonder
that was
weapons.
that was a bunch of fun. And then you went to multiplayer, which was still a new concept, you know,
Yeah.
because this was like the second year it's been out, playing against other people online. So that was fun for everyone else, especially all the maps, the
The
guns.
guns, the
Yeah,
camos,
the
the
way
camos
the
were
camos,
new.
yeah, gold
the way BO1 had multiplayer set up, you had in-game currency. You could do wager matches or whatever.
Yeah,
you get to buy
dude.
camos,
I totally
face
forgot
paints,
about
you
that.
upgrade your perks, you buy weapons. I thought that was awesome.
yeah.
It was genius.
Yeah.
It was literally genius.
Except for buying,
And then it was
except
1
for
year.
gold was like 500K, bro.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you couldn't get it till you hit Prestige 13
Yeah.
or 15.
There was some flaw, but like that was
But-
why I felt Black Ops 1 was one of the best. But then you go to Modern Warfare 2, and they have Spec Ops, like
Spec
same
Ops.
aspects. You
Spec
know,
Ops,
like
yeah.
they had their campaign, which was fire,
Their campaign
and then
was
like
fire.
you just replace
Arguably the
the
best.
zombies on Black Ops
Survival.
1 with Spec Ops.
That was
you know,
MW3.
yeah.
Oh, Survival.
That's
was in
MW3.
Yeah.
But if you go to Spec Ops on MW2,
Every single one.
It's so
Yeah,
good.
there's
And they're
just-
challenging.
I
They're
remember
challenging, too.
Invasion was my favorite, man. The snow map.
The
Is
snow
that,
map.
is that the one where you're
Invasion
sneaking
with the
around?
snow
Yeah, you're
map.
sneaking
That
around.
one,
They have
yeah.
the dogs.
Okay,
with
yeah,
the
I like that
flashlights.
one.
14
Yeah.
I like the one
surprise.
with the restaurants too. You have to camp out in the restaurants.
Oh,
Those are
yeah.
fun too.
Helicopters and the
Yeah.
Russians are invading.
Yeah, that one was fun. That one's pretty much survival.
I just feel like
Yeah.
when those concepts were still raw and new, they were so much fun to play. And
at the time,
So
too.
maybe
much fun.
maybe it was just the aspect that we were still younger. Yeah,
And those
so
were
the
the,
games
those were the
just
CODs
fun.
that we were playing growing up.
Right.
I feel like I might have a different opinion if I grew up playing World at War or Modern Warfare 1, COD 4.
That was the first.
Because I hear a lot of people saying that those are their best
No,
CODs.
because
Bro.
that was the one I was made on. That was the first Call of Duty I've ever played was World at War. It
Mm-hmm.
was the most magical thing I've ever touched
Right.
because it was so new to me. And
Yeah.
it was my swim coach's house. I was at my swim coach. He's like, "Play this," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll
Right.
play it." I'm a fourth grader. I'm playing this. I just see somebody's leg get blown off. I'm traumatized, but in a good way.
Right.
I love video games instantly. I buy a PS3 the next week. Like,
Right.
Exactly. I'm
Right.
excited.
I'm
Yeah.
the same way with you, but with Black Ops 1. That was like the first Call of
Yeah.
Duty game I like really started grinding. Like I'd pretend I was sick so I could stay home from
Oh,
school
yeah. All the
just
time.
to play
All the
it
time.
all
When
day
Reznov
long.
died.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Vorkuta. Dude.
I was
You
shook.
That's
lost it,
literally
Zach.
probably one of
You
the best
lost
missions
it. And-
ever.
Yeah, and
You were yelling at your mom,
One
Reznov's
mission.
dead.
Reznov was the guy who Reznov was the guy in the campaign who helped you break out of the jail.
Vorkuta.
Yeah, and
Reznov!
it turns out
Freedom!
Reznov
For
was,
you, Mason! Not for me!
Yeah. Yeah.
Drives away.
With that. But anyways, it turns out he was like just an apparition. Like
Yeah,
he
it was in his
never,
mind.
yeah,
He
it was a
got
ghost. He
brainwashed.
never thought it. Reznov was never real.
Well, you play. Have
He
you
was
played World?
real.
Have you played World at
He
War?
was real, but he died at
He
Vorkuta.
died at Vorkuta.
He was real in World at War.
And he was real.
He got introduced to World.
He was
at
real
War.
in BO1, but he died at Vorkuta.
But
Yeah.
I thought he was like some. I don't know. I remember playing that mission over and over and over again just because I loved Reznov. And then when I found out he was phony and that he wasn't
a
really
ghost.
in. Yeah, like there was throughout the campaign, you do so many missions with him too. You
Yeah.
know.
He would
yeah.
appear and just help you out along the way.
Yeah, he'd
Yeah.
just help you out. So
Yeah.
and then just to find out. I don't know. It was like my first
Vorkuta was
experience
when
of
he
a.
died.
It was my first experience of a mind fuck. You know,
And you
So, like,
loved
then there-
it.
yeah, and I
Honestly.
loved it. Like I cried. I was like, no. But looking back on it, I mean, obviously, I can still remember it to this day. So like, it hit me
Right.
some type of way. So
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, indeed.
Bro, my favorite COD,
Yeah. What's yours?
Advanced Warfare.
Oh my!
Dude,
shut up.
shut.
It was my favorite COD.
Dude, no. Like,
What was good about it?
please.
It was the first one that I played, like, and I grinded, and I loved it. And I
Okay,
was very good at it.
Grind aside, which one did you enjoy the most?
Well, I didn't really play, like, BO2 that much. That was, like, the first COD
Are
I
you
ever
telling me you
played,
didn't
really.
play the BO1 campaign?
No, I did. It was good, but, like,
It was
I didn't get a
It was
PS3
amazing.
till late. So, like,
When did you get a
it's like he was
PS3?
already
Like-
late on the wave.
like right before the PS4 came out. Like a year before the
Jeez.
PS4 came
You
out, I
were
got
late.
PS3.
I had to.
Like,
so you're
middle
playing,
school?
So you're playing Black Ops 2 when like you
When-
first started playing Black Ops 2.
That
when,
was
like,
my first
Ghost,
game I played.
When like
Yeah.
Ghost was like a thing.
Yeah.
Oh my
I was playing
gosh.
Black Ops 1 when like MW3 came out. I was playing like 2 CODs late because it was my brother's
And then-
Xbox and I couldn't play the new CODs and ruin
And then
it.
the thing about AW is that's
You'd
when I
get
first
pissed.
that's when I first got my PS4. So that's the game I grinded because all you guys were grinding it,
Yeah.
and I loved grinding it because I was really good at it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it is an age thing.
So yeah, it's just like when you get attacked, like when you initially start grinding the game, that's just the game that you probably
World
just
at-
love.
World at War, I
Yeah,
know.
Like
It's-
my
it's,
favorite
um,
memory is going to David's house with me, you, and Noah, Zach.
Yeah, that
and we
was
we
fire.
grinded. We set up our chairs and we set up our TVs all next to each other like we were on main stage, and we were just grinding league play. And we won like 20 straight.
20 straight.
It's crazy. I mean, like,
So
I must be the earliest then.
we should do like an experiment with that. Just like take someone who's never really played COD before, no matter what their age, at a bunch of people at different ages, you know,
Yeah.
who
I
have
want
the
a survey.
who have the potential to like COD, you know,
Right.
and then just have them, so like have a 12-year-old who has the potential to like Call of Duty, play the game, and
just
if
start
he-
them off at different CODs.
right, yeah, and just see, and
Which
like
ones they like.
So what's
Most
your?
likely they're
What was
gonna
the
like
first
ones they
COD?
played.
What was the first COD you guys played?
Black Ops 1, and that was
Black
my
Ops
favorite.
1.
Yeah.
MW2.
MW2.
MW2 and BO1.
Damn.
And was
Like I
MW2
said, I was
MW2 your favorite?
MW2 and BO1.
The first
See,
one I
that-
played
that-
Those
was
are the first two I
But
played.
Same.
my favorite's different than the first one I
the
played.
first one I played was BO2.
Huh.
So my favorite's different from the first one I played too.
My favorite is BO2 because
See.
of the multiplayer, because of the campaign, and because
When
of the
did you like
zombies.
start grinding the Call of Duty though?
BO1?
Yeah.
BO1's and BO1's really tough because I think BO1 might
Oh,
be
yeah.
my favorite now. It's tied with BO2 because BO2 is just like the perfect game I've ever.
I feel
played.
like the new Call of Duty that's coming out here next month feels a lot like the movement and the way that the guns move feels so
Yeah.
similar to BO1.
it does.
Like the
There's actual
recoil, the
yeah,
maps.
it's
I
not just
actually
laser
enjoy
beams.
playing it.
Like Grozny Raid, like half the map. I hate the map. Like half the
that
map's
map.
like
Fuck that map.
yeah, half
I
the
hate
map.
it.
Half the map's like tunnels, or it's like you know,
Caves.
It's houses.
It's like-
if you're talking about
Grozny
Grozny
Raid,
Rave, you're
it's all demolished buildings.
it's
no, but
demolished
like
houses.
there's like that open field part that has like the tunnels,
trenches?
the trenches.
I hate
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
one.
And then the other half has like it looks like an old Black Ops 1 map. What is that? It's like Havana, or I think
Yeah.
it look because it has that big open
like-
street, you know, and
it's
two
like-
sides.
It's like
Havana.
BO1 mixed with
Havana.
MW2 because Treyarch, they like 3-lane maps. And this is kind of a 3-lane map, but it has the MW2 aspect where it's like 2, 3 floors and a
Yeah.
bunch of different
like
interconnecting
angles,
tunnels
it
and
feels
alleys
it
and
feels
shit.
like Black Ops 1. Which Black Ops 1 when I was playing, there was so much bullshit, but I feel like that's what made the game so fun.
Yeah. honestly.
Because there'd be bullshit, but then whenever you would make that play, that's
You
like
felt like a
huge.
god.
Yeah, you were just on top of cloud nine.
I felt like a god today, and I just played the beta like 30
Right,
minutes
yeah.
ago.
The beta feels so. I enjoy playing the beta a lot, and the thing is, it's
yeah.
just a beta too. Like it's not even the full game at all.
I can't wait.
We're only
And they're
we're,
bringing back campaign.
we're only using
They're
a
bringing
minimum.
back special ops.
We're only using a
Excited.
minimal amount of the guns too. Like we're
Yeah.
only using like 6 guns.
Mhm.
Apparently,
There could be
the-
so many other guns that are so good.
that Kilo 141 or whatever is apparently the ACR.
The AR.
The ACR.
The ACR.
The ACR was
The
one of the
ACR
best
from
guns in
MW2,
MW3 was
Oh
one of the
my
best games.
God, I can't wait.
Yeah.
MW3 was
can't
a really
wait.
good COD too.
I like survival on MW3.
Yeah, that one was fun.
I feel like Modern Warfare 2 had a better campaign just because there's more shit. And like it ended on a cliffhanger.
I
you
like
know?
Modern Warfare 3's campaign. I love that.
I loved it
campaign.
too. Don't get me wrong, but being in the middle of it and having that cliffhanger at the end, it kept you. It made you come back to play MW3.
In MW3, I like that one campaign mission where you like break into the castle fort looking thing.
Oh, yeah, that
It's
one's
huge or whatever. It's
That was
like
a good
rainy,
campaign.
dark and rainy at night.
On MW3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was MW3.
Oh, and you had the RSAS suppressed with ACOG.
Probably.
Is that what you're talking about?
Probably.
You like walk
Night
through the streets,
vision.
sniping people. I think I know what you're talking about. I haven't played it in a
No,
while.
I'm talking about the castle.
He's talking about the castle one with the campaign, and
It's
yeah,
like a
you're
big
on the
castle on a
helicopter.
hill, and you get dropped in.
Oh wait, yeah, you're talking about the castle. You in that mission, you assassinate somebody, and you have to be stealthy, and it's like dark, and you have to go into the castle and like kill people.
I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find
Wait.
it out.
It's all good.
I think you're talking about the Gulag mission on MW2. And you
No,
go through the
no, I'm
tunnels
talking
to
about
break out
MW3.
Price. Are you sure?
Yeah, it's MW3. But anyways, I think we should move on
Yeah, we
we're
should move
about
on.
we're about out of time. So I wanted to talk about strangest dreams you've ever had. What's the strangest dreams you guys have ever had? Because I have a funny dream I had like a couple days ago, and I'll talk about that. But I want you guys to go first.
Dude, I remember once, like I was probably like 9 years old, and there was okay. So all I remember in the dream is I was asleep. I was like 9, 10 years old, and then the sirens, like the tornado sirens, started going off. So like there were just a bunch of noise, just just going on. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I just see a bunch of helicopters above, like these cargo. They look like those big cargo army helicopters that that they hold tanks, and the tanks can drop down. Well, there was like you just see like 6 ropes just come down. And then you see like these evil, big, huge, like Easter bunnies. That's literally what they looked like. Yes, that's what they looked like. They were like, they looked like humans, but they were dressed up in an Easter costume. But they had like really weird red eyes, and they just came after my family. And they were just rabid. So like throughout the dream, I'm just running away from them, and my house is like haunted at this point for some reason. And I don't know what ever struck for me to have that dream, but I had it like 5 times.
Really?
It wasn't
Do you
like
not like Easter bunnies?
I see. That's the thing. I don't have a problem with them.
Bro, when you came over to my
I
house,
feel-
you said there was a killer rabbit that followed you around.
That
bro.
was the dream. Exactly. That's what I was telling you about. The
Yeah.
dream.
Well, you said it followed you around in real life.
as a joke, yeah. but it wasn't like just like one time I had a dream and that was the end of it. It was like a repeating dream. It was like I kept seeing these bunnies just throughout multiple
So were you
dreams.
scared in the dream, or were you just like?
I was scared as
well,
fuck.
I guess you're young, but like still. Like,
I was like shitting myself.
so maybe you are scared of bunnies.
Maybe. Or it
Just,
might
like,
it might have
subconsciously
been
you're scared of
like
bunnies.
I think
demon
like
bunny.
the year before we went to like a church where they were doing like free Easter bunny stuff, and like we got to take our picture with them. I think that might, and I didn't
That
like
triggered it.
Yeah,
You didn't like it.
Yeah, that could have triggered it. But I know there was another dream. This is totally off topic, like off just the bunnies and stuff. But I had another dream that was just like where there was me, Caleb, and DJ, and we were all driving in the car. And there's just this random guy that comes up to us, and he's like, yo, like he started causing problems for no reason at all. So like, we're sitting there in the car. This was like at a stoplight, and he throws a punch and swings it in the window, And so, yeah, like this came out of nowhere. Like we're just sitting there having a normal conversation. Next thing I know, he's throwing punches. So like we grab his arm, like we're inside the car still, and like he's outside the car, like standing outside the car. We grab his arm, and we're like, go, go, go! We're driving with his arm, dragging him. Yeah, just like his arm like pops out of place. It's like he's like, dude, it was like gruesome. Like I heard the screams. Like it was so real. Like I heard this. He was like, I heard the pain, the agony. Like, ah! But anyways, we pulled him in the car, just knocked him out, and then threw him out of the car, and just left him in the Walmart parking lot.
Just started some issues.
Yeah, he caused beef, got his arm dislocated, and he got dropped off in the Walmart parking lot.
You have some strange dreams, man.
Dude, I honestly need to keep a dream diary. I have dreams.
I had to write mine down.
I have dreams literally all the time, but I just can't, like, literally 30 seconds after, I just don't remember shit.
This one I have written down. I kind of remember it, but it was a minute ago, so I don't. Okay,
let's hear it.
So, at the beginning of the dream, apparently there's some space travel shit going on. I don't know. I was just flying through space or something, and then I appeared on this island. I was with Sky, Dan, PJ, Chris, Mike, and David, and like we were camped on the side of this hill, like Fortnite style. Like we had Fortnite wood builds on the side of this fucking hill or some shit.
What the fuck?
Fortnite in real life, bro.
Yeah, like it was crazy. It was back when we were grinding Fortnite, I think. So that's probably where it came up. And there was this girl just riding around on her bike, and like she flipped her and she ate shit. Like we were all fucking dead. We were just watching her on the side of our one by one on the side of the mountain, and she flipped, and we were all laughing at her. So like she rode off, and then she comes back with some fucking rancher dude, and he is pissed. And so they just start like throwing fireworks up at our one by one.
One by one.
So it blows our one by one down, and we fall down the hill, and like we're all just fucked up and stumbling and shit, and we're just trying to get away. And the rancher dude's pissed. He's got a pump shot. He's walking. And Chris has a pump, and he's just blasting the rancher, and the rancher gets blasted, and the girl on the bike just speeds off. That's about it. Like that's
great.
Just imagine, just like out of nowhere, he just has a pump shot. Your buddy just has a pump shot. One pumps him.
Blasts him.
Imagine
we were all like
situation.
laughing and running, even though the dude just got blasted.
We were just running away laughing, even after the dude got shot.
And we were laughing because we're like, "Yo, that dude was so pissed." And Chris was like, "Yeah, I got his ass." That was so crazy.
I got his ass. You just killed him, bro. And you guys were saying, I got his ass.
Sky, do you have a strange dream?
No, not really.
Really?
I don't really
not
have
even one?
I don't really have strange dreams. I have dreams where like I'm getting chased by a killer a lot though.
All right, let's hear it.
Whoa.
I mean, it's not really.
I'm
just getting chased by a killer. Like
That's it. Just a blackness.
Yeah.
Someone in a scream mask just chasing.
yeah, that actually is it. Someone wearing a scream mask.
Really?
I'm like with my family. It's like me and my dad.
One of these days, bring a gun to your dream.
You and
Dude,
your
maybe-
dad? Where you and your dad?
Is it
at?
like
It was like a house, but like it wasn't mine. It was just a random house, and it had like it was like a house with like a, what do you call it? Like a garden place with, when you have glass over it, like a garden.
Oh, a greenhouse?
Yeah, like a greenhouse next to it.
Oh, so you're at a haunted house.
Yeah, and we're getting like chased through this big old tall white house and the greenhouse and stuff. And it seems like we get away from him, and then he just pops around the corner, and we're
Just
just
like
chasing
scary
him.
movies.
Yeah, and
scary
usually I wake
movies.
up and I'm just like breathing heavy or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Cold sweat.
Yeah.
You guys are
So,
scary ones. All right.
It messes
well,
me up.
Okay, my dream was probably the weirdest one I had in a while, because it was just so bizarre and funny. I think I want to put it on a comedic sketch. It's that good. So, okay. My dream, this happened a few nights ago. I had to write it down. It was so funny. So I was just, the dream was I had a test, and I had to go into the test, and I was late for the test, and I was like, oh crap, I got to go take this test. So I leave the house, I go into the classroom, and she's like, well, the teacher, she's like, well, to take this test, you have to fill out all this paperwork. She gives me a stack of like 30 pages of paperwork. The test is already 20 minutes in, right? I'm just like freaking out. I'm like, okay, fine. And I just go through these pages of paper, and I couldn't even get the first one done for some reason. And it's just information. And I'm just like, God damn it. Okay. And I'm just in the back of the classroom, like far back corner. I'm so embarrassed. I'm writing down this information. two janitors walk in. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Just whatever. And then the janitors come up to me in the back corner. They're like, one of them's like, so, I can help you cheat on this if you want. And I'm just like, just ignore. I was like, this is just the information. Just ignore them. I'm just going to keep writing my information down. I'll just keep writing it down. He's like, dude, I can help you cheat, dude. And I'm just like, okay, that's it. Fuck off. You fuck off. You, dude. You, dude. Fuck off, dude. Everybody's looking at me. The teacher and it's silent in the classroom, and I'm just yelling at this janitor. Eyes are just peering at me, and I look around just to see if they're looking at me, and I'm like, they're all peering. I'm like, good. Fuck you, dude, fuck you. And the teacher gets up and stares at the situation. The janitor's in shock, like, what the fuck? And the other janitor's just like, what? And I'm just like, okay. And then the teacher comes and talks. She's like, what's going on? I'm just like, in my head, I have to make this situation where I can get more time. I'm like, in my head, I got to make this situation. Okay, so what do I do? And then she's like, okay, what's going on? I'm like, he touched my ass! This janitor sexually harassed me! This janitor just touched my ass, and everybody just starts laughing and shit. I'm like, and it's a dude, too. So he's like, just sexually harassed me. I don't know what just happened. I'm going to need more time for the test. I don't feel safe. I need to go to the nurse. Everybody's just shocked. And I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I was like, I gotta write this down because that's the best thing.
What the fuck? Maybe it was with all the AB shit that's been going on.
All the
AB shit.
Oh, yeah, the sexual harassment, maybe test, but like it was just, I was like, that's
test.
the most bizarrest thing.
Yeah,
like
Out of the
two
blue,
janitors,
completely
walking.
random. Bro, I can help you cheat on the test.
I can help you cheat, man.
Fuck off! I was like, fuck you.
I'd be like, bet, bro. Why a janitor? Like,
I don't know.
That's so random.
I think he was a student janitor, but today it was a janitor in a classroom of a test. It was so funny. I was like, this is gold.
That is gold. That's great.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites ever. But yeah, I mean,
He touched my ass.
he touched it. The teacher was so shocked. Everybody was laughing.
I would be shook, dude. If I was just sitting there taking a test, and then all of a sudden I just hear a dude screaming, "Fuck you! No, fuck you!" Like I'd be like, "Whoa," like what's going on?
What is happening?
Yeah, dude, I lost it in the dream. I did not know what I was doing. I was just stressed. But then I covered it good.
30 pages of information paper
Yeah.
before you take the test.
I was like, what?
In time.
Yeah, but it was an experience. I was like, I gotta write it down.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a good time to end the episode, unless you guys have any closing thoughts.
I found out the mission I was talking about.
What was the mission?
Stronghold on M3.
There you go.
There you go.
In the mission where Shepard goes ham on Ghost and Roach, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the dude that's throwing the bodies before they get burned, he dabs on them. Like, he throws the body, and he goes like, yeah.
Didn't even notice.
And that's way before dab was a thing.
Nice.
Never noticed.
Are you sure he
Never
does?
noticed.
Straight up. You can watch the video.
There we go.
There you go.
Good.
You-
That's one less loose end.
You people heard what you needed to hear.
That was a good closing.
dabs.
Yeah, good closing argument right there.
The dab.
All right, well, just want to thank you guys and give us a like and subscribe on YouTube. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, and our Patreon if you want to donate. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter. We're also looking for sponsors. Pretty soon we'll have some. We're giving out flyers pretty soon. Get those. And, yeah, we'll have a sports episode next Wednesday, hopefully.
Possibly with some guests.
Possibly with some guests. Possibly with some guests. We have some people lined out, so because Zach's going to be going to Colorado.
Peace, bitches.
Good.
Yeah.
That's one less loose end.
Anyways, thank you guys for listening, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Peace.
We out.